Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is day 5 of the Alpha to Omega series. We've got two more days of like daily streams, and then after that, it'll be back to more normal uh, scheduling. So I have gone ahead and just accepted the mission inheritance for the Concord Pass, since these are the missions that I think I want to stick with. I can always change them a little bit later and keep that inheritance for the rest of the thing as well. We've got a lot of skill upgrades to do today, and a lot of things to grab.
How are
Alright,
you
so
feeling, pilot?
today we should have the
How are you
ability
feeling, pilot?
of day 6 to complete. This is wear a medal, check out another Capsuleer's profile, create a fleet, and then earn, what is that, 5 million ISK? Not hard. We're gonna look at that on all 3 characters, so that way we know it's going to check it out as we are doing that. We're gonna quickly just do the Capsuleer thing. Okay, we have checked out the profile. We are then going to go to Fleet. We have disbanded the fleet. We're going to make a fleet on each of our characters, just so we can complete the mission. Fleet. Fleet. Hit create on all these. We're also going to disband these two. And we shall get our characters into that fleet. In order to be able to work with your other characters in between missions, you have to set them as a squad deputy. And then you will have to move your main character into that squad and set that character as a squad deputy as well. This will allow any of your 3 characters to give fleet commands to each other, and will speed up the ability to get to missions without having to do some weird stuff. Okay, what do we have on our advanced tutorial? We have to upgrade our current tech level. Okay. Let's go ahead and head to the Concord Pass, since we have a reward there. or a couple of rewards, I should say. We get 1,000 Concord points and 125,000 skill points. Now with those skill points, that has put us at 28 hours from being able to get to the next one. And if we finish one more level of the Concord Pass, we should be at Tech Level 5 and ready for tomorrow's cruiser. So what do we do with a whole lot of skill points? We have a lot to think about here. We need to start skilling into cruiser-related skills. And so what we should do is something like cruiser engineering, cruiser command, which we have already done. We probably should do armor hardening. Cruiser defense would be a great upgrade for that. It's not a whole lot that you can get from cruiser defense, but it is a little bit extra. We also need to look at our medium missile skills as well as medium drone skills. Let's just make sure we've got everything we need here. So I think I'm going to start with the medium drone skills, get those as high as we can. Which would be level 3 on each of them. Go ahead and get our medium missile skills. This is all in preparation for the cruiser that we will be getting tomorrow, which is the Vector Trainer. Okay, let's look at cruiser engineering. Go ahead and do that real quick. Cruiser defense. I don't find cruiser defense to be that useful, so I might let that be for now. And we already have cruiser command level 5. 4. And our main concern now is medium drone operation. since that is the skill that the Vexor Trainer uses. You can see medium drone operation is a 5% damage increase per level for 5 levels. So let's go ahead and train that. And we want to try to get that to level 5 as soon as possible. Because after the Vexor Trainer, it will be the actual Vexor. Where are you? There you are. Which is going to cost us about 39 million for each character just to buy the ship. You can see here it shares the same medium drone operation bonus and cruiser command bonus. So our goal is to max out that medium drone operation. Yeah, let's do that same process on the Alps. Cruiser engineering. Cruiser defense, we're gonna leave empty, like I said. Not cruiser defense. We're gonna get cruiser defense now. And now we do our drone operation, which is medium drone operation. Oh no, I need some monies for that. Okay. We need to do some missions for that. Didn't realize the money was so low after buying the thing. Okay, so we will come back to this here. And we're gonna do a couple of missions so we have some money. And then by the time we're done with these missions, we should have our next level of the Concord Pass, which will give us even more skill points. And we've got 2 very expensive missions. There's another expensive mission. So today is gonna be our expensive mission day. Yesterday, as we ended our day, we went ahead and updated our fits to a much more reasonable state for just being comfortable in a fight. We are still putting out the same DPS, but now we are completely cap stable so long as we have this Nosferatu leeching off of the nearest target to us, or whatever we are shooting. NPCs react to Nosferatus very differently. Currently, NPC ships have infinite capacitor, and so no matter what your Nosferatu is taking energy from, you will always be getting that energy toward your ship, no matter what size ship you are flying. So we are going to abuse that information a little bit and make sure we have as much cap stability as possible, and we can just let both of our repairers run infinitely. Go ahead and head to Foreign. I was gonna go out to Losec today, but decided I don't think we are quite ready for it.
Autopilot engaged.
Mainly down to the fact that we've still been struggling with story missions a little bit, but now that we have this cap stability for us, we might be in a much better scenario. There's a lost large waste seeker in Ian Orsta.
Warp drive active.
And we need 70 points from missions in order to complete the next level of the Concord Pass, which will give us 250,000 skill points. Alright. Go ahead and get started on purging this apprentice criminals. We're gonna warp straight in.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
We're not getting the best benefit quite yet. And
We're
so
under attack.
we're just gonna run one repair as needed and use a second repair when that's necessary. When we're in the harder missions, we'll be in a much better situation to use the Nosferatu.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're being warp scrambled.
You can hear my main ship here is being warp scrambled. So we're just gonna turn on the second armor repair.
Armor damaged.
And this is exactly why we wanted the Nosferatu. It allows us to sit in a mission and just run our repair as long as we need to.
Fleet warp.
I
Warp
wish we
drive
could have
active.
had a medium Nosferatu on the Dragoon, but it just doesn't have the power grid to do so. the main issues we're going to have with using a small Nosferatu is we're going to have to be within 4.7 kilometers to get the most out of our Nosferatu,
Detected.
and within 7 kilometers in order to get about 50% efficiency of the Nosferatu.
We're under attack.
How are you feeling, pilot?
I'm going to get rid of this advanced tutorial.
Enemy ships detected.
Go ahead and use our second repair. We know we're pretty cap stable. We've got 4.5 minutes of running both repairs rather than the 2.5 minutes that we had a couple of days ago.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
That is the other skill that I'm going to be upgrading today, is the electronic warfare skill, in order to have a few more upgrades for my Nosferatu.
We're under attack. We're under attack. Shield damaged.
We're going to be pretty aggressive with this next mission after this. It is a story mission, and so we are going to try warping in at 0 and just running our repairs as hard as we can.
Enemy ships detected.
We are just letting our ships do their thing.
We're under attack.
Hey, here's the Serpentis Fleet rally point. This is a story mission,
Warp drive active.
and so there will be harder enemies in it. And the closer I get to an enemy, the better off I will be. We are being Nosferatu by
Under attack.
the Thorax prototype out here. And so it is trying to eat through my capacitor more than you would expect it to. Normally, by now, we'd be looking at trying to make sure we turn off our repairs, but we don't have to do that with our current fit. Kind of want to get rid of that destroyer. And I shouldn't have to really use the second repairer anymore. I'm going to let that Nosferatu get our capacitor back up. Having the combination of missiles and drones can really mess up an AI ship's defensive capabilities. And that is purely down to if the defense module on an AI ship is a reactive shield or armor hardener, the missiles will completely ruin the resistance profile for that. Go ahead and start running our repairer here. This one, and that one. Not to
We're
worry.
under attack.
This one doesn't have to run so hard anymore. Go ahead and turn off the second armor repair now.
Enemy ships
Okay, wave 3. Everything is fairly close to us. So we are going to get our repairs going as hard as possible.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Make sure we're using our repairs.
Armor damage.
Looks like they are just kind of flip-flopping between targets here. But that's okay. We just want to make sure we are maintaining health. Go ahead and just pop that repair one more time. Need to let the capacitor come back up. You are gonna have some of these enemies that just, like, run away from you the entire time. And that can be very annoying to deal with without a repairer. Or not a repairer, without drones or an afterburner or micro warp drive. Enemies like this, you just kind of have to track them down and eventually catch up to them.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. Shield damaged.
So we made a pretty good bounty take there. 286,000.
Enemy ships detected.
That is a $250,000. And we are just going as hard and as fast as we can. While we're on this way, I am going to try to do our skills for our character. Once I determine which one is actually being attacked. I mean, I guess it's not that bad.
We're under attack.
Cruiser engineering.
Fleet warp.
Heading to the next mission. So we got cruiser engineering,
Warp
then we need
drive
cruiser
active.
defense. We're gonna be flying cruisers for a long time before we get a chance to fly a battle cruiser. And so we're gonna have pretty good skills for that. Command, defense, cruiser defense, at level 3. Cruiser engineering, at level 3. Missiles are at level 3. Drones.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
I know we're not in any sort of threat right now because I'm not hearing any of the alarm noises. And that is why I am okay with doing all of these skills while we are in a fight.
Enemy ships.
Now all of our characters are exactly the same. Depending on how many skill points we have left after training a little bit into
We're under attack.
what do you call it? Electronic warfare. We may go ahead and just try to max out our drone operation, as well as our drone upgrade and our missiles. We won't have enough to do more than one of them, but it will be nice to just have the important ones maxed out before we get into the cruiser.
Warp drive active.
Go ahead and run our harners just a little bit harder, or our repairs just a little bit harder to keep up with DPS.
We're under attack.
So for a brief period of time, meaning from Tech 5 to Tech 6, we're going to be in this
Under
weird
attack.
state of being too powerful for these missions. And that's just down to cruisers being significantly more capable at tanking and dealing damage than destroyers are. And something we will have to look into is just maximizing DPS up until the point where we can move into Tech 6 missions and 7 missions. Because I believe, let me just check to make sure here. Yeah, so we're going to be stuck with Tech 4 and Tech 5 missions, which are the missions we've been doing for like 15 more days.
Enemy ships detected.
Wow, two of my ships are just really far away. We're just gonna let it do its thing. We should start getting ahead of the curve for healing pretty soon. And now our other drones can start helping. You notice we're running as hard as we can. We still have 86% capacitor. We are just fine. We are going to take out this destroyer as soon as this cruiser is dead.
We're under attack.
They are now starting to swap targets.
Armor damage.
So I'm going to go ahead and start working on healing my other ship. It shouldn't be nearly as hard because there's less ships alive. Something to note is when you use the Focus Fire command, the Nosferatu will not move over to your target. So that is a way to make sure you have a better target for taking the capacitor from while you fight everything else. Battleships will sometimes do this by latching onto another battleship with their Nosferatu, fighting the rest of the wave, and keeping all of their modules running. Those ships are just going kind of crazy.
Enemy ships detected.
I lost my opportunity for a pretty cool screenshot. And we're gonna get our Nosferatus going. And our armor hardener, or our armor repairer. We'll take out both of the destroyers first. We are a little bit,
Under attack.
less than ideal on healing.
We're under attack. Armor damaged.
But after that thing dies, we can focus on the frigate. I'm gonna manually swap over my Nosferatu to the frigate, because that is my next target, and it is the one I will be closest to in just a moment.
We're under attack.
Yep, our next target is the Vexor, which means I can start getting my capacitor back as maximum on some of my ships. And this is just the song and dance of destroyers. Work together, conquer the target. A solo destroyer would be very hard for us to try to do any of this. And here's my opportunity for that screenshot again. Okay, you just landed like a wrecking shot on this ship, so I'm just gonna pop the extra heal, get me back up to full.
Armor damaged.
Okay, and that was the last ship. And I believe that was the last mission of that character. Let's go ahead and move over to our next one.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
So that bounty tick was 335,000. Not bad. Spread across 3 characters, that is a 900, almost a million-ish bounty split between 3 characters. It's like 990 something, 998. 1,015,000, I don't know, somewhere in that range. Don't forget to use your Nosferatu when you are in a fight.
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
So our goal, once we move into the Vexor Trainer, is by the end of Tech 5, we should be able to get ourselves into the standard Vexor. That will provide us with a significant bump in survivability, DPS, and just overall comfort for the harder missions that we will get at Tech 6. By the end of Tech 6, I want to look into having a battle cruiser set up. I believe we will be going with the Prophecy for this series. The Prophecy is a battlecruiser that provides a resistance bonus to its armor, as well as it is a drone ship. Without Omega, we cannot access the
Warp
advanced
drive active.
battlecruiser skills. There was talk a while back about making skills on ships easier for alphas to fly between frigates, destroyers, and cruisers. And so eventually we may be able to have those advanced skills become basic skills, which will allow alphas to fly a lot more ships effectively.
Enemy ships detected.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn on our second armor repair, get ahead of the damage.
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
I'm gonna go ahead and start up our second repair on this ship. we're going to find out who is scamming us. It is the Algos. And we are going to take care of that.
We're under attack.
You can see with the current fit, which is different from yesterday's fit, we are no longer having an issue with
Shield
capacitor,
damaged.
and we can just solely focus
We're
on
under attack.
dealing with the targets that are in front of us and running all of our modules to keep us alive without having to balance putting them on and off if we really don't want to.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
But one of the best ways to help you kill a wave of enemies and survive it
We're under
is to find the weakest target and remove that from dealing damage to you. Any amount of DPS that comes off of the field and is no longer being applied to you will help you survive just that little bit
enemy
better.
ships detected.
Weaker targets usually don't take very long to kill. And so once you remove that target, you now have less ships, less DPS, and less tank on all the ships that you're fighting. And so each ship becomes significantly easier to kill, and easier to survive.
Enemy ships detected.
Go ahead and turn on our extra armor repair for just a moment.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
attack. Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Well, I just want to say thank you all for being with me on this journey and supporting the channel, watching the videos, leaving comments. It has meant the world to me. I don't know how to explain my feelings all too much, but it really does mean the world to me. Seeing you guys leave a comment, just ask a basic question, or something more complicated, leaving suggestions, is one of the best parts of my day. It really helps me get through my normal work day when I'm at work, when I see you guys leave a message, and there's nothing better in the world to just have that kind of interaction.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Enemy ships detected.
I wish we had ships that could handle the Waste Seeker fleets, but those are Tech 10 anomalies, and these ships will just instantly get lapped by a battleship
Enemy
in one of
ships
those.
detected. We're under attack.
There is a scram from something. It is the Catalyst. I don't know which one it is. Okay, it is that one.
Armor damaged. Armor damaged.
Okay.
Fleet warp.
So they want us to make about 5 million in bounties.
Warp drive active.
Enemy ships detected.
Something I really wanted to do with this series and why I'm doing this series is because I did start my
We're under
YouTube and Twitch streams well after I had reached Tech 10 and I had been there for a while. I had already been at a level where I was comfortable doing everything, and I kind of regret not being able to show off some of that journey to get there, and not having, like, recordings of my failures and my succeed. And with this series, we get to witness how I mess up and how I learn and grow and learn about these ships as we get up through the tech levels and how they interact with AI ships in general. And we just get to have fun along the way. I'm hoping that this series will provide newer players with a basic understanding of how to get from a brand new day one player to someone who like me, is now just comfortably playing the game
Fleet war.
without many worries. I still do have
Warp
worries,
drive
like there
active.
is content that I actively avoid, because I know the capabilities of my current ships cannot handle it. So I need to get myself into the next tier of content
We're under attack.
in order to complete that kind of stuff.
We're under attack.
I really do hope you enjoy seeing me run the Alpha to Omega series. I know it's not going to be as popular as seeing the latest, greatest, newest thing on the market. But this will fill quite a bit of time in between releases of new content,
Armor damaged.
and so I'd like to make this series a continuous one as much as
Armor
possible.
damaged. We're under attack.
We are just running our repairers as hard as possible. Not much we can do about anything else right now. This particular Vexor is taking quite a while to kill, and that is down to the fact that
We're
it
under
has a
attack.
yellow reactive, as well as it is probably being repaired by a Core-like catalyst, or a Thorax. It also doesn't help that I have split DPS with
Armor
one
damaged.
ship on one enemy and 2 on a different enemy. This will be quite a grindy day, especially since we are trying to achieve that Concord Pass level today. At level 5 of the Concord Pass. We're almost there. We're at 78 out of 100 points. Get that repair going.
Enemy ships detected.
Wave 3. We're just going to kind of see how our repairs are doing as we approach these enemies. Seems like we're okay so far.
We're under attack.
gonna go ahead and turn on that second armor repair just in case we get smacked a couple of times. We're gonna grab all of these blue ones that are 2 jumps out. Those are going to be missions in perimeter. I forgot to check my
Enemy ships detected.
court reward as well for 50,000 experience. So we'll go ahead and do that as well. You're gonna be pretty much on the verge of poor, like, all the time as a growing alpha player. But once you settle down at Tech 7 and are working on your... Wow, okay, that hurts. Something's scrambling me and I'm gonna lose my ship. Come on, you guys.
We're under attack.
We're just barely alive here. Okay, the scram is off of us.
Shield damaged.
But we're okay. Nope, scram is back. And we saved it. A little bit wild. Did not expect them to just tear through my armor like that, since we were fine pretty much the whole time. But I guess that's what I get for not paying attention to Wave 3 of a much harder mission. That spiked the adrenaline a little bit. I wasn't paying attention because I did not hear the armor alarms going off, which is a problem.
We're under attack.
Okay, everything else is doing just fine. That was kind of crazy. Some of that issue was down to 2 of my ships not having their drones killing things as they were coming in, and 1 ship just, I wasn't paying attention to its health. You can see how quickly things can turn very wrong in this game. But from here on, it should be fine. I think we're gonna do both perimeter and foreign missions today. Make as much money as we can.
Fleet warp.
Dang, that was close.
Warp drive active.
We only just barely managed to make it through that. All because of poor attention.
We're under attack. Shield damaged.
Everyone else is okay still.
Enemy ships detected.
I'll just make sure I'm keeping an eye on it. It should be fine.
Enemy ships detected.
Everything is pretty far away. I'm gonna let these do their thing real quick. And we got no other missions for perimeter. I think I'm gonna skip out on doing these, maybe?
Armor damaged.
Got one more mission in perimeter. Okay, next mission.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
If I have one close call a day, I don't mind. That's okay.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
When we have the Vexel Trainer, it will make doing all of these missions significantly easier and faster. And our whole goal will be just to hammer out ISK and bounties.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Mosquitoes living in my house again. I hate having a mosquito just get in my house randomly.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
Okay, missions here are done. Let's go to perimeter. And I want to dock up when I get there. To do some repairs on
Autopilot
my
engaged.
ship.
Warp drive active.
That was really close.
Shield damaged.
Warp drive active.
Shield damaged.
The low shield alert.
Warp drive active. Destiny
And we
docking
are
request
docking.
accepted.
Let's see, did we manage our... Concord pass upgrade to level 5? Oh, we're so close. We need a little bit more. So we're gonna wait to grab that one. We're gonna come down here and hit repair. Our other two ships should be fine. It's just this one that had a problem. It's just asking if I want to pay $7,574 to repair the current ship. I'm gonna hit OK. Because I need my hull to be fully healed in case that happens again. And we'll go ahead and undock again.
Undocking.
Hello? Alright. Missions, abroad. I think Calvary enemies are, or Garista's enemies, are significantly harder
Warp drive
than,
active.
like Galente or any other, regional enemy, just because they have that damage spread, between railguns plus missiles. If you saw those little explosions coming off of my ship over here. That would be a missile hitting the ship, whereas these green lights, those are railguns being fired at the ship.
Enemy ships detected. We are under attack. Shield damaged.
Yeah, Kaldari enemies go kinda crazy. We are gonna save our
Enemy
home
ships detected.
station, just in case. These enemies do hurt quite a bit. More so than the Galente enemies I was fighting earlier. But on the bright side, we don't have any hard missions here in Sicily.
Fleet rule.
Warp drive
And I am
active.
so excited to try to get this cruiser. if I was looking to survive these missions better, I would set these ships to orbit at 14 kilometers, and I would try to make the Nosferatus work at a longer range by upgrading my skills for electronic warfare.
We're under attack.
Which I am actually going to do now, because I noticed that there is a named mission, so it's likely a story mission. So I'm just going to be a little more cautious.
Fleet
We're
war.
going to warp in at 0. But we're going to
Warp
orbit
drive
at
active.
14. Yeah, this is a much more difficult mission. We're not taking nearly as much damage at this kind of range, because some of the railguns that are being used here are not reaching us. And this is a perfect example of why you pay attention to, like, the names of missions or anything like that, or what missions you pick up can be very important. I need to focus on that ship. Destroyer is taking forever to kill. Remember, this is just wave 1.
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
Wow, they are very far away.
We're under attack.
Send the drones out to go deal with him.
Shield damaged. Shield damaged. We're under attack.
Swap targets here. Make sure all 3 of my ships are firing at the same thing. We should be. We are right on the edge of being able to get our next set of skill points, which will put us at Tech 5. Go ahead and get our repairs going. The web of fire is really slowing me down, which is getting me hurt more. Come on, heal this guy.
We're under attack.
Okay, web of fire is off of me. I can gain speed again, which means I can start avoiding some damage.
We're under attack.
And there you go. Now we're gaining health again.
Armor damaged. Armor damaged. Armor damaged.
They are swapping targets quite a lot. Each of these ships is worth a certain amount of bounty. So as you're clicking through, you can see like that one's worth 64,000. That one's 54,000. So get some repairs going. I think this was wave 3, which means we've made it through. Man, they really do not like me. This is exactly the reason why I say Caldari enemies are particularly difficult. They take out huge chunks of health. They lock you down. They're fairly fast. And they just seem to always have some kind of damage going to some random ship.
Fleet war.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
So now 2 of my ships have 3 million ISK, 3.8 and 3.5 respectively, and this poor second character just gets unlucky with every mission it ever resets for.
Enemy ships detected.
Kalakioka is the water. I love this, the name on these Kalakiota. It just makes me think of that Christmas song every single time.
Enemy ships detected.
There is a scram in here. Oh, that's a disruptor. It means it's a further range, but it won't turn off your web fire.
We're under attack. Shield damaged. Fleet warp.
Warp
Check
drive
our road to
active.
set sail real quick. We've already achieved our... Oh no, that's 500,000, not 5 million. It's very possible that at the 8 o'clock reset tonight, we will have our cruiser available to us, which would be super nice to have. I'm not hearing the armor alarm on this character. I don't know why. It's like a 50-50 chance.
Enemy ships detected.
So there's the low armor alarm for my second character.
Enemy ships detected.
So I'll go ahead and turn on the second armor repair.
We're under attack. Shield damaged. Fleet war.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
Huh? They are already trying to give me anxiety.
Armor damaged.
I hope you can kind of see the difference in the way these two AI factions work in terms of their damage types and stuff and how they affect my ship.
Enemy ships detected.
If you're someone inexperienced, the enemies in perimeter, the Caldari enemies, can be quite a challenge.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. Armor damaged. Armor damaged.
So here's one of those examples where they're webbing me down so I'm slower, and it's causing me to take a lot more damage than I normally would. Missiles apply their damage significantly better to a slower target. Hey, Azim, how you doing? Good to see you. If you ever want to stop yourself from warping, just turn off your engines. Ah,
Warp.
did you see my close call?
Warp drive active.
We're under attack.
Oh, it was good. I was down to like half full or a little bit less than half full. I got super lucky. For whatever reason, my armor alarm just didn't go off, and so I had no idea what was going on as I was doing stuff in my encounter page. When I got out of the encounter page, I went, ugh. I was debating whether or not I make like short clips of the close encounters we've had over the last few days,
Ships detected.
and upload them as sort of like a how do you avoid taking and how do you avoid dying in these situations? Or what did I do to try to prevent dying? Of course, it won't be like an edited video or anything, it'll just be whatever happened.
Enemy ships detected.
It really would make it for good edited videos, though.
We're under attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I was also scrambled in this most recent instance, and I couldn't find the right ship to kill quick enough. So it was just a tank through it scenario.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
Yep, daily reset's coming in about an hour. And that should unlock our day 6, or day 7, sorry, rewards. And then hopefully with that we'll be able to end today with the Vexor Trainer.
Enemy ships detected.
We got a whole lot of skill points waiting on us from the Concord Pass as well, so we'll be Tech 5 with the Vexor Trainer probably at the end of today. This poor second character has been just out of luck for good missions the entire time we've had it. These other two characters have gotten the really expensive missions, and I think they've completed almost all of the expensive missions they can get.
Enemy ships detected.
But this other character, just nah, we're not doing those. You're gonna have to grind.
Shield damaged.
Yeah, unfortunately a Nidhogger for a Cyan is a really bad trade. Let's face it, if all of the carriers could come into High-Sec, it would be an okay trade, I would say. I think the Nidhogger is a little bit better, than the Cyan at combat. It's just unfortunate that it doesn't have high-sec access, which makes it much worse than the Cyan.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
I don't even think that you can trade a Cyan for a Lucent Moon either. Lucent Moon just has so much more capability than the Cyan.
We're under attack. Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, I don't really know why, but when I had a Lucent Moon with the fighter bay, I think it was the fighter bay, no, it was the lightweight ship bay. It was just not performing at a higher DPS and application than the Cyan was. It was pretty much even. Today's goal was to pretty much grind out ISK, complete as many of the daily tasks as possible, and hopefully end the day with the Vexor Trainer.
We're under attack.
because at 8 o'clock it should unlock the last day for that.
Armor damage.
Yeah, the Vexor Trainer is gonna be a huge upgrade. I mean, medium weapon systems are so good in this game. Standard Vexor currently costs 39 million. I remember when they used to be 14 and 15.
Fleet warp.
So it's gonna be a little bit of a grind
Warp drive active.
to get into a Vexor. But the nice thing is we can take all of our fittings from the Vexor Trainer and just shift them over to the regular Vexor. And from the Vexor we can just shift all of our
Attack.
equipment over to a Prophecy. I'm thinking the Prophecy is gonna be better than the Myrmidon for an alpha. Only because of the extra armor resistance it gets over the armor repair that the Myrmidon gets. I think the resistance is worth way more than the extra health per activation. We can fly a space turkey.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. Armor damaged.
I actually really like the look of the Myrmidon, and I don't care much for the Prophecy. I really like that upright hull on the Myrmidon. I don't know. I like my ships to be symmetrical and yet a little bit wild. It's one of the many reasons I don't like the Raven.
Fleet warp.
Warp drive active.
We're under attack. Armor
God,
damaged.
we are gonna be stuck in a battlecruiser forever if we're gonna choose this series to go until Tech 10 or whatever.
Enemy ships detected.
And like, there's no Tech 8 drone battlecruisers. So you'd have to look at a faction battlecruiser, and at that point you might as well just wait for Tech 9 and get a Dominix. See, my armor alarm isn't going off on this character all the time. I don't know what's going on with that. There's the armor alarm now.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. We're being warp scrambled.
Being scrambled by something. It's actually a disruptor because it's long range. What? Is it really?
Damaged.
Now they've shifted over to a different target.
Fleet warp.
I'm kind of hoping that doing these missions will take me pretty close to the
Warp
reset.
drive active.
Because I really want a chance at that Vexor trainer for tomorrow. It's interesting that the tutorial missions are actually given to you 1 day in advance. Because it starts you on day 2 for the missions. goodness, these enemies hurt compared to the Galente enemies. My god. So some of the upgrades we did yesterday actually gave us cap stable with everything running, so long as I'm actually within range of the Nosferatu. And then
We're
I now
under
have
attack.
like 4.5 minutes of capacitor usage if I have everything running except for the Nosferatu.
Shield damaged.
Yeah, so on top of that Nosferatu, we added the second capacitor control because they were worth, like 300,000 yesterday.
Fleet war.
Wonder what they're worth now.
Warp drive active.
Yeah. Some people are putting them up for like 300,000 now, instead of the 900 and something thousand they were the other day. I will have to get 2 of those for the Vexor Trainer.
Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, I was considering picking them up at that kind of price just early.
Enemy ships detected.
Web of Fire is on me, so I'm gonna end up taking more damage until I can get rid of it. Okay, there goes the weapon flare. Now we should be better off.
Fleet War.
This character needs money, dang it. It is taking this character forever to build any sort of income. The other two are sitting at pretty much 4 million.
We're under attack.
Shows you just such a wild difference in luck for missions can mean the beginning of the game being so difficult
Shield damage.
compared to someone who gets all the good missions and completes them, and then they have a little bit easier time. They're not so strapped for cash.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack. Armor damaged. We're under attack.
Yeah, once you hit the T6 missions, it's gonna be so much better. Like, if you can build these destroyers or the Vexor Trader to take on the low-sec anomalies, you're gonna be in much better shape in terms of income.
Enemy ships detected.
Stop bullying me, missiles. God dang. Gotta keep an eye on this character in case something really wrong happens. Yeah, I probably will. Actually, I'll probably do it with the Vexor Trainer that we get. I just need to have a good setup for it. It only has 3 low slots as well, so I'm just thinking, medium rapids with, hobgoblins and afterburner with 1 repairer. I'm not sure what the 3rd slot's gonna be.
Fleet War.
Warp drive
I'm not
active.
sure if that third slot's going to be a damage mod or if it's going to be like a red armor hardener. A second armor repair would be nice if it could handle
We're
it,
under attack.
but then I maybe have to drop the afterburner.
Shield damaged. Enemy ships detected.
Yeah, it's always hard to decide what to put on a ship when you have 3 slots to work with. It does get 2 mid slots, so at least I can run like a Nosferatu and a target painter. I can't remember if alphas can use group shield boosters though. Nope, they can't do it anymore. Can alphas use command burst? Did they take that away too? Nope, alphas can use command burst.
Enemy ships detected.
Oh hell. This is not gonna be good. I need to kill whatever's webbing me. There we go.
Fleet War.
We're about half an hour from reset.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, this should bring us pretty much right to where we want to be. It hasn't reset for me yet. It's usually at 8 o'clock at night for me.
feeling, pilot?
because I should have access to day 7 at this point.
Enemy ships detected. We're under attack.
I guess the way to check is to check supplies. Yeah. Hasn't gone through yet for me. I wonder if wherever you are resets much earlier, because you said you've already got your reset. They must reset servers by region rather than at the same time.
Enemy ships detected.
Just the other thing I can check is
Under attack.
the encounter page. Yep, it reset on the encounter page. I don't know. Just kind of weird. I guess I'll dock and see.
Autopilot engaged.
Maybe it just needs to update by docking.
Warp drive active. Test docking request accepted.
Eddie's loves to do weird stuff. Yep. Okay. I wonder how long ago they changed my update time, because it used to be 8 o'clock, not 7. Okay, so let me grab my Concord stuff. This will give us 250,000 skill points, which is huge. And then, because of that, we can upgrade our tech level. Upgrade our tech level. Of course, once again, okay. we also have to grab our corporation skill points. Lots and lots of skill points to go around. Okay, let's check this.
How are you feeling, pilot?
Okay, so it looks like that's not going to unlock for us. Go
How are you
ahead
feeling,
and
pilot?
grab our advanced tutorial.
How are you feeling, pilot?
This will give us a destroyer engineering chip, which is more experience for us. What does this do? Trade, accounting, and freight. Okay. And then we have to go to our character and wear a medal. And that'll give us more SP.
How are you feeling, pilot?
80,000 more. Hot dang. We are rolling in the SP and we're still not even done yet. We have to go to the event page and go to our growth fund. And we are going to get another 10,000 SP. And then complete that road to set sail.
How are you feeling, pilot?
Heck yes. The only thing I really wanted today was this one. But we might have to wait for tomorrow to get that. Right. I think that was all the SP related rewards and dailies. That was crazy.
How are you feeling, pilot?
Yep, I'm pretty much taking everything I can right now and dumping them in skills for the Vexor. Look at that. 390,000 SP. That means we have 15 days with the Vexor trainer to get into a Vexor. Go ahead and expedite this real quick. How much XP is that? 316,000 to get level 5. Let me do my electronic warfare first, so that way we can get Nosferatu range and accuracy fall off. And we'll go to level 3 on that, I think. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize I could actually do that. You can just click on what level you want. Huh. I don't think I ever tried to do that. Now I know. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our weapon system here. Drones. Medium level 5. And we're still gonna have some skill points left. Let's go ahead and get armor hardening. I can get level 4 armor hardening on all these. Yeah, that's cool. And I think now I'll do armor operation level 5. Is there anything else I should be doing? Yeah, I do have cruiser engineering. Under electronics. I've got level 3 in cruiser engineering right now. Level 4 is quite the upgrade. Alright. That was a lot of stuff. So let's see if I log back in that it gives me what I need. Yeah, I'd say we're pretty well prepared for this Vexor trainer, and the Vexor when we get it.
How are you feeling, pilot?
Okay, so it did not give it to me. Ooh, we're gonna get the exoplanet skin for the Vexor trainers. Is there anything else I need to do today?
How are you feeling, pilot?
That's like 13,000 experience there. But I'll probably do that tomorrow at the beginning. Bounties, missions, train a skill. That's done. Okay. Well, I think that is pretty much it for tonight. I was really hoping to have the Vexor trainer, but, you know, can't have everything right away. Yeah, I think we've made really good progress. Let's see, how many skill points do I actually have right now on these characters? $1,043,000. At tech level 5. Oh, I know what I can do. Let me just check my Concord Pass one more time. Gonna get a couple more decoding keys. Oh, funny. I didn't even know the implant page wasn't working. If we get good compensation, that'll help a lot. We got a Atron nanocore. Nice. Yep. These help a lot when you get these as an alpha. They will allow you to make your nanocores to a gold nanocore and start doing AI without paying for it. So always try to hit that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna reprocess that Atron core. Oh, I forgot he even had the Destroyer Engineering skill chip. Give us some reset stuff. Cool. So now I've got even more skill points. Because I completely forgot about this engineering chip. That, like... puts us almost complete for Cruiser Engineering 4. How much longer until... Okay, we're 13 days and 6 hours now. And then after tomorrow's compensation, it's probably gonna be like 10 days. That's a lot for an alpha. That helps so much getting them off the ground, having those, reset rewards. I don't mind the new one, because it actually separates out, like, when you get given something by the developers, that it puts it in rewards instead of notifications and you don't accidentally delete it. And then you can go to combat log and find your kill mails and stuff. It's not too bad. I wonder if I should just go to Gina and, buy all of the equipment I'm gonna need, because I'm gonna need Mark V medium missiles. They have a 15-kilometer range. If I get the actual Mark V medium missiles, I can sit at 25 kilometers with the Vexa trainer. Drone. Nope. Actually, it's more like 29 kilometers. Which puts it at a very minimal threat. Alright, I think I'll just go ahead and leave that here for today. We've made a lot of progress. And tomorrow we should have our access to our new ship. So thank you all so much for coming. And I will see you tomorrow for day 6. Goodbye, and good luck.